Well, we've made it through the storms of the last few weeks, and today is a beautiful bright winter's day. Bit of a raw breeze blowing, but it's still great to be out and about. So with the rut long since gone, the stags gather together in bachelor herds really, and the hinds are off on their own. The stags, very much, you get good views of those this time of year, and even though the rut's long gone, there's still a bit of a hierarchy goes on, and there's still the odd clash to let the younger animals know who's boss. But it's a great time of year to come and see the red deer of Mull. Mull's got many amazing habitats, but one of the most special is its deciduous woodland, and in winter I love to take a walk through these amazing old birch woodlands. They can sometimes seem really empty and silent, but other times you get little flocks of birds moving through. Often the finches are here feeding on seeds and bits and pieces. Chaffinches, bramblings, greenfinches will come in, and you'll see those around farms as well. Farms are essential food source for these birds around cattle and sheep feeding stances. But they come into these woodlands to get shelter, as do the deer. It's a really tough time for the deer at the moment, and they come in and will start stripping bark off trees like this, a lovely old birch. You've got to be really hungry to eat this, and they've caused a bit of damage there, but they're just trying to get through the winter. It's a tough time, but it's also a great time to see them. One of the great joys of wildlife watching on Mull in winter is when you come across an otter going about its business, and we've found one just out here. It's been swimming out here and has just dived, and it's going to come up there. It's up now, and it's got a butterfish, and it's going to come slowly into shore with that fish, I think, to eat. I'm well downwind. I'm hiding behind some rocks, and I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to try and get any closer. I'm just going to enjoy while the otter comes up and starts to feed on the butterfish. Fantastic. It's the sort of wildlife experience that money just can't buy, when you find your own wildlife on Mull in winter doing something that it does naturally all the time, even when we're not watching. So Mull in winter is well worth the journey. We're very easily accessible. Train to Oban, drive to Oban, onto the Calmac ferries, and you're here, and you can watch the landscapes change and the weather change and the wildlife, the big five, they're all here. And the roads are so much clearer as well. I drove yesterday all the way from Craignewer right through the big glen and didn't see another vehicle. So it's a fantastic time of year to come, and the eagles are very active. Lots of display and nest building going on at the moment. So book that trip now.